All right, we're back now, 8:11, with what might be a new frontier in the battle of the bulge, the connection between your diet and your genes, but not the ones you wear.
Right. As researchers discover more about the human genome, they're also learning about how DNA and other biological markers may be able to help you determine the best foods for your body. Here again, NBC's Jolene Kent.
These days, you can personalize anything. Clothes crafted to your cut and color, a ride whenever and wherever you want it, and now the food we eat based on your DNA.
Our cutting-edge science unlocks information in your genes to reveal your optimal dietary needs.
Companies like Canadian biotech startup Nutrigenomics offer DNA kits to test how your body responds to different foods and nutrients. The science is also called Nutrigenomics, and it's part of a market that's expected to generate $600 billion globally by 2020. Consumers are shelling out for cheek swabs and saliva tests, hoping to unlock the secrets of their genetic code. Oakland, California startup Habit launched last year. Neil Grimmer founded the company after struggling with weight gain himself.
One day eggs are bad, the next day they're good. Fats are bad, now they're good. All of those different things are true. It's just about which one is true for you.
For $300, Habit sends users an at-home test kit complete with DNA cheek swabs, finger prick blood tests, and a metabolic challenge shake loaded with 950 calories. The blood samples taken before and after drinking that shake.
It's time to take the second blood test.
Track how your body responds to carbs, fats, and proteins.
You layer in your blood work, your fasting blood work, and you layer in your metabolism, and all of a sudden you have a really clear picture of what's going on inside of yourself.
Habit customers are also offered a coaching session with a registered dietitian who can recommend a diet and the best foods for your body.
So this is cool. Eat food as unique as you are.
For its customers in the San Francisco Bay Area, Habit sells personalized meals cooked in their local kitchen and delivered to your door for about $10 to $15 each. Michelle Hillier tried it and said she lost 7 pounds.
I did the high protein thing. I didn't see it budge. I changed my workout routines. I didn't see it budge. I did Habit and I lost about 7 pounds.
When you think about moving from a one-size-fits-all approach to food to something that's highly personalized, it changes everything. It changes the way you shop, it changes the way you eat, and quite frankly, it even changes the way you think about your own health and well-being.
But does it work for everyone? The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics says more study is needed and that it's too early to use nutritional genomics to give dietary advice.
I don't think it's going to answer every single question that you may have about your health. Will it put you in the right direction towards knowing what foods you need to increase, what foods perhaps you should have less of, and what's the best source of protein or fat related to weight loss? Absolutely.
And if in doubt about your nutrition, talk with your doctor. For Hillier, taking a closer look inside herself did the trick.
I feel better. I noticed that I have more energy.
In our on-demand world, it's not just made to order, it's what you're made of. For today, Jolene Kent, NBC News.
Well, Habit just launched its test kits nationwide with a plan to broaden the meal service plan in the future. But remember, experts say you should check with your doctor before trying a new trend like this.
Here with more on this, NBC News medical contributor, Dr. Natalie Azar. Natalie, good to see you. So it's genes and your diet. What do you think of these tests?
Basically, so the philosophy behind them is that individual genetic variations will impact the way you metabolize food, the way you absorb nutrients, but also, as we were saying before the spot, it can also detect allergies as well as sensitivities to food. The idea here is that you're taking your own genotype and that actually it could impact some nutrition-related chronic diseases. That's the philosophy of it.
But do we know if it works? For example, let's say I find out, my body doesn't like protein or something. Does that mean if I change my diet, suddenly I'm going to have weight loss?
Right. So here's, I think the bigger picture here is the idea of genomics in general, which, by the way, is already used in a variety of different fields, immunotherapy and oncology, biologic therapy for rheumatic disease. So the concept of nutrigenomics is it's innovative and it's exciting, and we know that it's going to be probably a blockbuster for the future. However, the field is still a bit in its infancy. As the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics claimed, more study is needed before we can specifically say that this absolutely works.
As that study continues and they continue to look into this, who might be a good candidate for something like this?
Well, interestingly enough, I think most of us watching this piece would say, well, I would like to know, am I genetically predisposed to require more omega-3 or less B12? I mean, that's basically, or how I respond to caffeine, for example. That's what this battery of tests can actually give you. So in a sense, if we know that you need omega-3s to prevent heart disease, and this study and this test tells you that you need to take more, that's sort of the practical application of it. But again, I think it's premature to say, you know, these tests need to be validated, further study needs to be done. You know, there is some skepticism, of course, in the scientific community about it. But again, applaud the innovation and still encourage these studies to be done.
That's fascinating.
Natalie, thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it very much. By the way, coming up next week on Today, a new series on round-the-clock diet dilemmas. And you can head to today.com right now and take our quiz. Dr. Mehmet Oz will be here to help you find the right meal plan for your personality type.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.